What is up, y'all? Welcome back to another 69 burglary video. We're talking about why Venture sucks, and I'm gonna try super hard to use the correct pronouns throughout this video. If I do not cancel me. Genuinely, it's just sometimes it'll slip my mind. But so Venture, they're actually, I really enjoy them in ranked. I mean, you're looking at a top 500 console player. I mean, come on now. Like this is insane how good I am. Oh my gosh. But no, the character, part of it is something that I feel like with a lot of characters, which is like when their second ability or their second perk is kind of lackluster. Ventures are kind of junk, if I'm being honest. Like the one where you gain range is all right, and then the other one is just like they're just situational, and they can be kind of difficult to like find use of. Also, I totally thought this was play, but it is not, and you'll see that at the end of the video that it is not play. But yeah, I feel like the perks are very situational, like both sets of perks. Like this is while Tick Down Shock is active, cooldowns refresh, and then I get a farther dash. The dash is good, but the other one is like, you ult twice a game. That does nothing really. I mean. Now, yeah, in some longer games you might get a couple more uses out of it, and so maybe it's useful. But I just feel like for myself personally, I feel like I very rarely get use out of any of the perks. Like where if I'm playing, let's just say Xion, right? Because the perks are already in my brain. The one gives me a 20% damage boost on execution, right? Maybe if it's under half health, but it's still I'm getting a 20% damage boost. Whereas Ventures are the dash is probably the best one in my opinion, and but yeah, it's just mainly that. It's mainly that the perks are very lackluster and they don't seem that good. But I will say survivability is amazing. Character is very solid, and in low diamond, high platinum lobbies on console at least, Venture is pretty solid. I usually will use them as my like first pick, mainly because a lot of people don't know how to play into this character. You'll see me. I'm waiting here for everybody to group up, but a lot of people I feel like because nobody really plays this character seriously, and this isn't like a serious game. This is my first game on in like a week, right? Because I've been on vacation, but no, they're very good, and they just have a unique playstyle where I feel like a lot of people will struggle against that because they don't really get that much playtime. Venture is not, and I'm not just nobody plays them because it's a kind of a hard playstyle because you have to because I feel like they're the most flanker of the flanker, like kind of like Genji, where it's just like a learning curve because the projectiles don't go far. Their moves are like you got to be close anyway, so it just is like you always got to be like kind of close. And then this is another problem where it's like sometimes you feel like you should hit them and then you're just not hitting your shots, so and it just feels terrible, which is fine. Like I don't know, it's one of those things where like I feel like I should, but it's like that slight delay that they have on the weapon where it just feels like I should hit the shot but I'm not. Like, see, right there is a good use of the drill dash, I feel like, where I'm using all my cooldowns to get there a little faster, which is cool, but, like, I mean, in a real fight, like, see, this is with I get 100% more range, and it's like, I don't know, it's still a hard projectile to hit, I feel like, so a lot of times you are still, it doesn't really matter, like, I'm missing Mercy here, but yeah, she's a little they're a little difficult, and yeah, I mean, unique play style characters, and I do like Overwatch that they do that where they're like, hey, this character is not going to be meta. That we're just going to try and fix it in, and then see if somebody likes it and they can play as that. Yeah, right here is where you really see where like aiming the weapon kind of where I'm like Now that last one was bad, but there was a couple shots in there where I was like, maybe I should have hit that. But yeah, so I think Venture's got some. If the perks can get a little bit more impactful, I feel like they could definitely be a little closer to the meta. Because right now I feel like they're a little on the outside, but that's because of just perks and alt kind of being not bad but tricky. A lot of the stuff is just tricky, where it's not terrible. It's just like it's a little skill expression kind of thing, whereas like if you play, let's say Soldier, it's 101 at Call of Duty. You instantly aimbot, all that jazz, and that's easy. So it makes sense that Venture would be on the outside of that. But yeah, and I think maybe a little better hit detection on the basics, and better perks is all that Venture really needs to be a better character. And here's where I was saying I didn't get to play the game. It got me really bad. I was like, oh yeah, what did I say? And I was like, bruh, come on, come on. But yeah, this is a new little thing, little series I'm going to do. I'm going to try and get through every Overwatch character at some point, but it's basically just going and saying why they're terrible. Even if they're not, we're going to go through everybody, try and hit every character, and just stuff that kind of sucks with them. But yeah, Venture, all in all, it's just the range is really kind of killer, especially when you're trying to play and do well. So thank you guys again. Have a great one. Bye.